Let's continue with the book of Amos. Amos, again, once again, I told you last time that Amos, God has a unique way of choosing people as the messenger or prophet. By any means, Amos is just a shepherd. Okay, he's not a scholar, he's not a leader in any way, but God chose him. So let's go back to the Christianity. I think a lot of Christians, in America especially, they believe that all they remember is just the one word, one phrase, one sentence from the God. I will bless those who bless you. Whoever curse you, I will curse them. So everybody, that's all those, you know, um, all the different people, different voices are talking about not insulting Israel. There are two mistakes. Number one, they confusing theocracy of Israel in the old time. Like I said, under direct God guidance. Also although they God send a prophet, but anytime you can hear God, and he's talking, and also through the words of the prophet. So it's a direct guidance, direct protection. But today's Israel is nothing to do with it. Basically, it's a democracy, incomplete, imperfect democracy, established in 1948 after World War II, basically. So that's one mistake. Number two, the even more important mistake is that to criticize Israel, you know, to criticize not even Israel, just to criticize Zionism, extreme Zionism. It's nothing to do with insulting God. That's what the Erica and the U.S. ambassador to Israel, they made the same mistake. They believe that Israel is untouchable. Why? Because Israel is same thing as God. Because God chose Israel, you know, to represent His covenant. Do you remember that we have two kinds of covenants? One is the Abrahamic, and that is the Mosaic. Abrahamic is basically like the deed. I give you the deed for a house. So this deed I give to you unconditional. I love you. I promise to give you, I now give you. So that this house belongs to you. Okay, you can stay here and then forever. It's something like, if it's a trust, it's irrevocable. So we have two kinds of trust. One is irrevocable, meaning that the trusters cannot take it back. You know, from the trustees, from the beneficiaries. But the revocable means that you can take it back. You can change your mind and you can take it back. So in terms of Abrahamic promise or covenant, it's unconditional, irrevocable. It stays, God basically promised Israel three things. Again, theocracy, Israel, three things. Number one, I give you the land. Number two, I give you the descendant, a lot of descendant. Number three, I give you the blessing, right? So those are like a deed, where it's unconditional. However, you have to let's not forget that we have another covenant that's a Mosaic, that due to Moses. A lot of people remember that Moses only talk about coming back with the 10 Commandments. No, there's more than that. In fact, we have like 613 Mosaic laws. The governing all the detailed, the behaviors and then relationships. So that's basically most of the Hebrew Bible is talking about, right? So here, that Mosaic uh, covenant is conditional. You obey those covenant, you obey those laws, I give you the peace, I give you the prosperity, I give you the blessing. You disobey, sorry, we're gonna take it back. I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna, when I say Amos, basically means God. God will punish you. God will, sometimes even, in a harsh way to kill people, many people. You will be exiled. You'll be punished. You will have a death. All kind of things. That's what we never um, simplified or reduced the Bible to just one phrases. That's a dangerous way of understanding Bible because God, meaning is very broad. So that's why I would say above all, if the easy way to remember the teaching of the Bible is that above all, justice is above all. You know, meaning that Israel, just because you have never associate national identity with the divine duty, divine honors, divine privilege. The best way to put it is like Luke. Luke says that those who are good, those who received much will have, you know, uh, I forgot the exact word, but I was basically saying that, the more you give, the more responsibility you have. That's exactly the meaning. A very best way to summarize that. So that applies to Israel. Okay, never number one, never confuse theocratic theocracy Israel with a democracy Israel, the so-called democracy. It's not really incomplete democracy. Number two, even let's just say even you say we assume you can equalize modern Israel with ancient Israel. Still, there's something else that's called justice. Okay, so God will, God is a justice guy. Is a God of justice. They will treat people, uh, different nations on an equal basis. That's the most important ideas and principles from the Holy Bible. You know, God Himself says that I only have you chosen, therefore I will punish you. So the idea is the same, that we will, hold you to a higher ground, higher standard. Why? Because you, unlike other nations, neighboring countries, there are six other nations, like Damascus, like Gaza, other countries. They don't have Mosaic laws. They don't have the Abrahamic laws. They also don't have the prophet. Okay, so for that reason, it's very dramatic if you read the Amos book. Amos actually started from other countries, neighboring countries, not having Mosaic laws, not like a prophet. Okay, and then let's imagine, in a hallway, the big hallway, all the neighboring countries, all in the one in a big hall, and then when Amos first says that God will destroy Damascus, everybody say they are amen, amen. And then when the next one, Amen says that God will destroy Gaza, and then there are a whole bunch of other countries. Everybody applaud. And then finally, God says, the Amos says that God will destroy Judah. Judah, which, remember I said that yesterday, that last time, Judah is the country, it's like another kingdom in the south, kind of like Mexico today. It's not as developed as the U.S. U.S. is like in the North Kingdom, the Israel. So when Amos says that God will destroy Judah, and all the northern people, the Israeli people say, "Oh, good, good, they deserve that." And at the end, Amos says, "God will destroy Israel." And then there's a complete silence. Nobody says anything because everybody's shocked. So here the idea is the same. It's very important meaning. If you understand the Bible, Don't ever reduce the Bible to one or two sentences. That's a misleading Bible. That's a misunderstanding Bible. You never get the real meaning of the Bible. Okay, so let's stop here.